What's up, everybody? I'm Trev.
I'm Sam.
And you're watching Gears and Beers Garage.
Coffee.
It's early, so it's with coffee.
Today we are actually doing something a little different. Instead of trying to fix his Jeep all the time,
Continue.
instead of trying to fix his Jeep, we're actually going to work on my Jeep. Yeah. And instead of fixing something, we are installing.
I install a lot of stuff on my Jeep.
Not in our channel. So what we are installing today is a CB radio for our upcoming trip to Roush Creek.
Oh, tell them your address too.
Roush Creek's a pretty big area. You told me to do this, I'm doing it.
I think you're doing a good job. I'm just giving you a hard time. Let's show them, Sammy. So Sam had started out with this Uniden CB for his Jeep that he just temporarily put in here. But for whatever reason, we couldn't get it to work right. Sam should probably be explaining this, but picked himself up a very nice Cobra full-size CB radio from a yard sale. So, one of the common problems with Jeeps is the lack of space. So we were trying to figure out, do we want to hang it from the roll bar somehow? We can't mount it down here because of the flip-forward seats. The best place to mount this thing is going to be in the middle of the dash here. But the bracket doesn't quite fit all the way into here, but we do have this rubber piece that pulls out. So we take that out, and if we can fill this panel, then we can screw down into it. And if we ever want to take the CB radio out, just drop this plastic piece right back in. It'll cover whatever holes we made, and good as new. So now what we need to do is we can use this as a template, and we need to fill in this gap here to get the CB radio level. So in true budget build, Gears and Beers style, Sam's got an old shelf in his garage. We're going to use this as our filler panel, and using that rubber piece that we pulled out earlier, that makes a nice template. So we got to get rid of these screw holes, but we're just going to draw our lines. So that's at least the width and length, or width and depth that we need. And we got to chop it up.
Power. Followed your line, it's not exactly straight.
Yeah? Yeah. It's a little wavy. Go to the other side. Look.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy. That might need some trimming.
I think this block got the death wobble.
We might have to, yeah. Darn Jeeps can't keep the death wobble out of anything.
We can fix this.
There's more.
No, actually, we can fix it. Where is the template? Make sure I
Over
didn't
there.
cut too much off. Because, oh yeah, we're still good.
There we go. Always work with a little extra.
So what we can do is, it's a little unorthodox, I get it. But we're going to use the metal grinder and grind down the sides of this wood to get it into shape. And then I actually have a palm sander we can use to smooth it out. So we should be good. So
Now to make sure we're being accurate. Okay, you want to do the...
that is more or less, we're going to sand it down to
Sand it and
size.
fit it and sand it and fit it.
Yeah. But this here, so I don't go too far before we go and try to fit it in there. Because my idea is not get splinters, but kind of taper it kind of like that maybe. But I want to get the shape first and smooth this death wobble out. Got 2 stones, smoother and coarser. I'll try to use the smoother side to maybe, hopefully.
It's just
make
wood.
it
It'll
smooth.
chew right through it, yeah.
Well, I'm talking the coarse, cut down to thick stuff. FYI, if you're going to do this in your own garage, try to have the proper tools. That actually makes it fairly smooth.
Quick test fit just to see our progress. About right. Time to start tapering the edges a little bit, and it should fit right in there. Might even be just about the right thickness too.
We'll get it to fit, then we'll hit it with some sandpaper to smooth it out.
So now that this drops in nicely, what we need to do is to secure this, instead of screwing in from the top down into the plastic and possibly puncturing the vents, the tubing for the vents underneath, we've got our vent panel up here popped out so that we can unbolt this entire assembly. There's 1, 2 bolts. Then we'll take this whole face off, screw from the bottom up into the wood, and then we can attach our bracket on top. But first we need to run to the store, get some screws and some paint so that we can make this match. So now we're moving over to our paint shop at Gears and Beers Garage, and it's time to make this thing pretty. In true Mighty Car Mods fashion. Black.
So we're putting screws from underneath of this so we don't put screws into my heater box. And I'm just using self-tappers.
Is it working? Yeah.
And voila! You can hardly tell it was engineered in my garage.
That's really not bad. Not too shabby. For a piece of busted shelf and some backyard engineering, that's not too bad.
No?
Nice and secure. So now we gotta
It's not gonna go anywhere.
reinstall that panel and get your CB mounted up and wired.
Because I gotta get one there. I still have room for my wiring. Hopefully. Voila. Almost looks like we knew what we were doing. Sit there and oh, it turns on.
Yay!
This guy, I want to hook this up before I put that in there. Dude, that actually fits in there very nice.
That fits real nice.
Doesn't obstruct view.
One CB mounted.
All that do is
So that's one successful CB install. Tested it out. We got reception. We got broadcasting. That's a pretty good score, Sammy.
I like it. Works better than the other one.
Gears and beers!
Beers.
Now we just need beers because we did the gears part, sort of.
Well, all they do is go in the house and get it.